celebrate, and for those who don't, have a Merry December. I don't know. It's finally Christmas Eve. I feel like it has been the longest month of the year, but also I've had a lot of fun this month, so can't complain. But we are doing a get ready with me for Christmas Eve. So I'm gonna talk about my family traditions for Christmas, like past and current. So there have been a lot of changes to what I do in like Christmas time, especially recently, just because like I've been with my boyfriend for several years, so like we've finally found like a routine with like how we want to do Christmas now. But basically, growing up, we did Christmas Eve with my mom's side of the family, which is basically just my grandma, and for a while it was like my mom's sister and her kids, but due to family things, that makes it sound really bad. Basically, my aunt passed away several years ago, and due to that, of course, you know, things changed and whatever, so now we see my cousins at Thanksgiving. But along that same line, we have kept Christmas Eve is like pretty much when we go do things with my grandma. So we do like a snacky food day where we basically just have a bunch of like snack foods, basically, like if you know what a sausage ball is, we have sausage balls, like a cheese ball, crackers, cheese. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh my god, I'm in a different room and I'm supposed to be wrapping Christmas presents right now, and I'm not doing that, so it's okay. But yeah, so we normally do that, and then we open gifts and we do whatever. So I am using you guys as a way to procrastinate for sure. And then we used to, on Christmas Day, go to my dad's side of the family. We would go to my dad's sister's house, my aunt and her kids, and we did that for years on Christmas Day. And then we kind of stopped doing that because several years ago, so my dad's mother, if you are unaware, which I don't think you would be aware of this, but I think I've mentioned it before, but not a whole lot. My dad's mother, my grandmother, who has also since passed away, she is, or was, I guess, British, like from the UK, born and raised, and like whatever, and she lived there for like most of my life. So she would come over and visit us during the summer and during the winter. So like she'd come over for Christmas and like for like June and July. So we would go down there, and then one year we decided that we would go on a cruise in the week of Christmas. So that was cool. And then we started celebrating Christmas that way. And so we would be like in the Bahamas for Christmas Day and like all this kind of stuff, which was really, really awesome experiences. But that used to happen, so we did that for several years. And then now I feel like my Christmases are way more low-key, which I love. So now my boyfriend and we alternate years, which this is gonna be convoluted, I feel like. But so we both of our families do things on Christmas Eve, and his family also does stuff on Christmas Day. We don't normally do a whole lot on Christmas Day anymore. Like that's not really, we just kind of chill on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But we now we do every other. So like this year, my family's got Christmas Eve and his family has Christmas Day, and next year his family will have Christmas Eve and my family will have Christmas Day, and that's it. My immediate family is very, very small in comparison to my boyfriend's immediate family, so we just miss, and that's it. Whereas with my family, because my family's so small, we literally on the years that we alternate. So like next year, instead of us doing everything on Christmas Eve, we'll do it on Christmas Day. Like they literally do what they want on Christmas Eve, and then we'll come together on Christmas Day. The one exception, and this is actually like life altering that we're not doing this year. My grandmother is a like very much by the book is for all of us to go on Christmas Eve. Hold on. Excuse me. And normally, my entire family goes to the Christmas Eve service at her church. This is the first year, even on the years that we alternate back and forth, we have still gone. Because normally everything's over by 7 or whatever, which is when the mass is, or the service is. We are not going this year because everybody and their mother is sick. I mean, like, and I want, genuinely, please leave me a comment. I, honest to God, think everybody I know is sick. My family friends are sick. My family's sick. My friends are sick. My boyfriend's been sick. My grandmother's been sick. I've been sick. My mom's been sick. One of our neighbors, who's also a family friend of ours, just got tested positive for COVID. Like, just crazy. And like, my grandmother was tested negative for COVID and for the flu. And like, I mean, it's just the craziest stuff. I know people who have sinus infections. I know people who have ear infections. I know people who are like, I mean, like, the stomach bug was going around for a while. Like, I mean, it's just insane, all the sickness we've had this month. So, I've still got like a dry cough, like a really dry cough, and it's like a really like when your throat is super dry. So I've been trying to stay hydrated. But like, I don't know, I'm also like, I'm a trooper with stuff like this. Like, it takes a lot for me to truly be laid up. For example, let me see if I can find my phone amongst this chaos. Okay, it is currently 11:20 p.m. and I'm doing this because I have so many gifts to wrap that I'm not sure I'll be able to do it if I don't do it now. So, and I wouldn't say I've been sick. I've been under the weather for a couple of days, and that has not stopped me. I've done cooking stuff and all kinds of stuff. I was gonna film some cooking stuff for you guys, but to be completely honest, I've got so many videos that I need to edit and upload that it's ridiculous. So much of the stuff that's gonna come out here soon is pre-filmed, which I hate. I hate doing that, but I have a lot of decent content that's pre-filmed. I have some requests for like trigger videos. Definitely want to get into more of that in the new year for sure. I'm not sure any of that will happen in the next week, which is this year, but I can't believe there's only one more day of Vlogmas. I know some people don't do the 25th, but I'm gonna do the 25th. I want to see it through, and then I'm gonna be done. Reflection of Vlogmas. I was gonna make this tomorrow's video, but I will not. Reflection of Vlogmas. Truthfully, I think Vlogmas is it was fun. I had a great time. I had a blast. I don't know if I'd do it again. I feel like 25 days of ASMR is content overkill. It was difficult for me to come up with content ideas. I feel like there were a lot of videos that, had they been spaced out, would have done a lot better. They would have been probably received better. Not that that's what I care about, but like in general, you know, when you're working hard on something, you kind of want people to see it at least. Here towards the end, the last couple days, I feel like the videos are better. I feel like the videos are also more me. I just had a hard time figuring out 25 different video ideas that were Christmassy or Vlogmasy, but not too much of anything. I don't know. It was just really, really difficult, and so much was going on at the same time. Like, I still have to post my vlog from our trip. That will be probably, if it comes out next week, that'd be a blessing. I'm not even sure it will. But I don't know. It just genuinely so much stuff going on, and like, I don't know. I feel like quite literally like overkill and like overloaded. But been a beautiful year, and I was asked by a couple people in my personal life if I would do Vlogmas again. just dwindle. It's so many ideas, 25 different ideas in the span of 25 days. Like, that's literally, so I upload 3 times a week. So if you just uploaded once a week and did Vlogmas, like, you would literally be uploading half a year's worth of content in a month. Like, that's insane. But I mean, for me, it's not that, it hasn't been that much. I've only been doing YouTube for like a year, and I'm well over 100 videos, but that's okay. I'm a content junkie. I for some reason am insistent upon posting a bajillion different pieces of content. But that's my thing. That's my little specialty. But yeah, I could maybe to answer the question, would I do vlogs again? Potentially, possibly. I don't know. Also, is anybody else watching this the designated gift wrapper for your family? I am the designated gift wrapper, the only person who wraps gifts that's not me. So my boyfriend wraps gifts for everybody, or like everybody he gets gifts for, because he's one of those goofy people who just like cannot wrap gifts. He wraps gifts horribly. He uses like an entire roll of paper and like 9 rolls of tape, and it looks like crap. But he wraps most of his gifts for people, and then who else wraps? My mom wraps gifts for me, and then I wrap everyone else's gifts. Literally everything else is wrapped by me. I wrap my mom's gift. Okay. Anybody also? This has been a big pet peeve of mine, especially since I like am older now and like have my own money and like whatever, move out on my own and stuff. There are a lot of people that are like, oh well, Santa doesn't exist for mothers, right? Because like, you know, there'll be like gifts for dad like from Santa, but like that doesn't exist for moms because moms are buying their own gifts, right? So my mom pretty much buys her own gifts. Like, the gifts that are like from my dad are literally things that she's wanted that she buys herself, wraps, and then puts in a box. But it's like stuff that she's literally just bought herself, right? Which I just find appalling. And then my grandmother will give my mom money to buy gifts for all of us, which is fine because my grandma has a lot of health issues, so it's not like she could really do it. But I always felt so bad when I remember finding out that my mom wasn't getting gifts from other people, and I remember being like, oh my god, that's so shitty, like I hate that. So my mom's one of the people I splurge the most on, because my mom's really big about making sure everybody else has gifts, and I'm really big about making sure that she's got gifts to open, because I feel like that's just all the turnabout's fair play, you know? Like, my mom is literally the super glue that holds this family together. So I feel like if once a year, twice a year, whatever, I wind up spending a couple $100 just to, you know, on some fun stuff that I struggle to figure out what to get her every year, but like on some fun stuff, then who cares? Whatever, fuck it, we bowl, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? I don't know, gift giving is like a big thing for me. I love it. Actually, I'm sitting around all of the gifts I've bought people right now, and I'm looking around and I'm like, my god, I've got so many gifts for people, like stuff I'm just like finding in bags. Like, it's ridiculous. But I also am just like, I don't know, this sounds like I want like a purple heart for being such a good person. I definitely do not. I definitely have my crap qualities for sure, but I don't know. Christmas is a really big deal, and for me, and it's like, obviously there's the religious aspect of it that like applies to like me and like my family and stuff, but even if I weren't religious, I think I'd still celebrate Christmas. Sorry, I'm yawning. Jesus God, I'm gonna be asleep in this room if I don't hurry this up. I think if I wasn't religious, I'd still celebrate Christmas, because like, it's the idea of once a year having a dedicated day that is not your birthday, that everybody just gets around together, has great fellowship with each other, like eats good food, has good conversation, catches up. Like, some people genuinely aside all the BS and you just open presents, and that you've spent months, I've spent months gathering stuff, figuring stuff out, budgeting stuff, like all kinds of stuff, you know, for stuff like this. And it's just, I don't know, it's watching everything come to fruition that I think is beautiful. And like, I don't know, to me, yes, of course there is the religious aspect, and of course that matters, but I feel like even if I were not religious and I weren't like a Christian, I feel, well, of course, unless like I was like Jewish or like, you know, something else, where like if I was celebrating like Kwanzaa or like Hanukkah, then obviously like, no, I'm not gonna do that in place of Christmas. But like, I know people who have spouses who are Jewish and they celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas, which I think is pretty cool. Like, because I know Hanukkah is like definitely like a different thing. I think it's like it's 8 days of Hanukkah, I believe. Oh my god, please ignore my ignorance, because it's 9 candles and one gets lit the whole time, like every day, and they're 8, right? I think. Oh god, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would still celebrate because I think it'd be fun. Like, it's just the decoration, the lights, the like camaraderie. I don't know. There's just so much about it that I enjoy. This has turned very much into not what I do traditionally. But I feel like that's all the traditions we did. We had like, I don't feel like we did a whole lot of different things. That's that dry cough I was telling you about. My god, I should not be this tired. What you don't know is that right now I'm nursing an Alani Nu at 11:30, because I know that I've got at least another hour's worth of wrapping to do. At least. And I need to get it done. I gotta export this and upload this too, so there's just lots of fun stuff going on. That's one thing I think that this December has brought about is fair play, is that like how crazy December is. I mean, like, yes, obviously December is normally a pretty crazy time of the year anyways. Like, you know, you get like, once you hit like Halloween, the year's pretty nuts, right? But oh my god, this year I feel like we hit Halloween and then we hit Thanksgiving, and I was like, okay, and like whatever, like Thanksgiving was fine, Black Friday was fine, Halloween was fine, and then it was like, damn, it's December and we gotta do this, and this, and I was like, oh my god, Jesus. Let's relax a little